I'm excited because my old friend, oh, that just sounds horrible.
Ow.
No.
I hope so. Then I'll get that movie part. Right?
There you go. No, mi amiga, Pauline Reese stopped by the Cluttered Corner. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. Finally, at the Cluttered Corner. I've been coming here for years, but not in the past 2 or 3, I guess.
I know, it's been a while since you've been here.
Yeah, it has.
And to clarify, we've known each other a very long time.
Yeah, since I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not going to say how old I actually am, but since I was 16, so at least 7 years.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That's good. I like that. So you have been busy.
I have.
You have 2 little babies.
I do. Heidi's 3.5 and Henley's 19 months, so we're right in the middle of the diaper phase. And yeah, and my husband, it's not in diapers, but he's a professional rodeo cowboy, and so his schedule is pretty busy.
Yeah.
And last year he was so busy that he won 2 circuits. He won the CPRA and the UPRA.
Very cool.
And so with my schedule and his, I was actually at a rodeo at the same time he was. I was performing, he was riding. And this guy was riding up in the sunset, and I couldn't quite see his face. I could just see his outline, you know, and I was like, who's that guy? And then my friends go, oh, yeah, who? And they go, that's your husband. I was like, oh, thank God. It's getting hot out here.
That could have been really bad.
Could have been bad, yeah.
Well, that's fun, though. But it sounds like you guys have worked out a deal that when you're out doing your thing, y'all take turns with the kids. The kids go out with you on tour.
Mm-hmm. We have a full-time nanny.
Awesome.
And so the kids go everywhere, and I'm actually home more than most working moms because I'm home during the week with my kids.
Right.
So I spend a lot of time teaching my children and just being a mom during the week. You know, you get my tweets, and I'm always making homemade muffins or something.
Right.
And growing stuff in the garden. We've got a ranch with horses and cattle and chickens.
Well, that's awesome.
And a goat.
Yes, I see the goat. The goat is adorable.
Should have brought her.
But this also, I don't know about that. This also brings up the Hold My Baby and Watch This tour, which you were one of the spearheaded women doing it. Tell me how that came about.
Well, you know, I'd done those tours in the past, which you were around for those, the Chicks with Picks and Girls with Guitars. And there was no social media back then when we did those.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, don't tell anybody. So it was a whole different dynamic, and I was talking with Randy Rogers because he and I use the same doctor to deliver our children. And not him personally, but Brooke. And so we were talking about having kids on the road because we had played shows years ago at like Cheatham Street down in San Marcos, and coming from that dynamic with no children and just kind of the party scene into having kids in this industry. Mm. And which is known for parties.
Yeah.
And so he said, yeah, it's totally different, and then it changes your whole world. And I said, yeah, it really does, but you know, it's all in a good way. And I still continue to be the entertainer in what I want to do. And I said, well, who watches the kids when you're out? And he said, well, my wife does, you know. And I said, oh yeah. I said, well, think about this for a second. I am the wife. And he was like, oh my gosh. He was like, that's insane. How do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. Just lots of wine.
Right? Exactly.
Wine and massages. No. So he was saying, you know, well, hold my beer and watch this, because it was one of his deals. And I said, yeah, well, hold my baby and watch this.
That's great.
So then I was talking with a friend of mine, one of the Rankin twins, and I brought that up. She said, we should do that. We should do an all-female tour. And I was like, you know, wouldn't be a bad idea right now. We could merge our social networks, help each other out, and just get some more notoriety for the girls who are just starting out.
Right. And it has blossomed into something that is like gotten bigger each time, from what I understand.
It really has. We had a great crowd at the first one, which I was shocked about in the first place.
Yeah, being the first inaugural thing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and minimal promotion. I mean, we went on the radio station, and then we did our social networks, and we had a huge crowd. And then the second time it was better, the third time it was even better, and it's just gotten really, really good. I'm excited.
That's cool.
You know, it just proves that women can also get along and have the camaraderie, because, you know, when at the end of the day, we're all different people. You cannot compare one to the other.
Right.
Anybody in the world, you cannot compare one person to another. Except maybe the twins. They're kind of close.
Yeah, they kind of have this thing.
Yeah. But that's what I love about it. It's great, and it's showing that we just want to entertain just like the guys do.
Yeah, and I think it's a great thing because each of the ladies that are involved, it's Rankin twins, of course you, Kylie Ray Harris, Brie Bagwell, Kimberly Kelly, you guys were the originals, and y'all are also different. That I think that brings something to the table for everybody who comes to see the shows.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, you've brought in others when other people can't make it.
Right.
Name some of those. It's Rachel
Stacey, Beverly Hensley, Charla Corn. I'd like to get Jamie Wilson of the Trishas.
That would be awesome.
And Savannah and all those girls involved. And Stephanie Urbina. You know, I'd like to get her on it.
Yeah.
She has a baby.
Exactly.
Well, not a baby anymore, but she has children.
Yeah.
So I just think it's good. It's good for all of us.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about it. And we've grown closer as friends.
That's cool.
Which is really
That's always a good thing.
Oh, man. In this business, you need to be as close as you can be with other women, you know?
Exactly.
Really get to know each other. So it's been good.
Well, good. And so other than that particular tour, you're still out there promoting your music, getting out and doing shows separate from that. What else is on the horizon for Pauline Reese?
Well, hopefully a movie, which I'm going to audition for here.
I know, that's awesome.
15 minutes.
But who's counting?
I've got to memorize the script on the way there. It'll be entertaining. Flying back and forth to Nashville because I'm doing a lot of writing. And I've done some major label stuff, some auditions. So maybe I'll be a 19-year overnight success.
There you go. Well, it would definitely not be a bad thing. I mean, Pauline, you are very talented, and I think the best for you is definitely on its way.
Apparently I had a lot of stories that I had to get together before I could get to that point.
Maybe so.
You know, I'm like a female Jack Ingram as far as that's concerned. When he got Horizon of the Year award, I cried because he had like 6 albums. I think at the time when he got it, I was like, me too, Jack.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it's all about the story. It's about the ride. It's not about the money. It's not about the fame. It's about the ride. And if you can accept that part of it, and I think that's been my lesson, so now I'm starting to accept it. Maybe it'll actually happen. Yeah.
Hey, that's right. I'm convinced. Let's go for it.
Yeah, that's why I love the title track of my 6th album is Just Getting Started, because you go through these changes in life, and that's what life is all about, is the change so that you can learn. So when you're feeling bummed, when you're going through some sort of change, whether it's a divorce, a new school, a new house, moving to a new town, new job, whatever that may be, just remember that it's all about learning.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so if people want to find out where to go to see you live or buy stuff, where do they go?
Call me. No,
holla.
Holla. Tweet me. Twitter, my Facebook. No, you can find me on paulinereese.com, of course, which is always under construction. You can go to Facebook, and it's Pauline Reese Band, because me being a dummy on Facebook started a personal page.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well.
So now I have 2. So Pauline Reese Band, don't be offended if I don't accept you on the other one. It's full.
Yes, that's a cool thing.
And then Twitter, of course, I'm on there. So, and iTunes, all my albums are on iTunes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for stopping by the corner.
Thanks for having me.
I know. So
Yay.
Right.
I've got some more stuff to add.
Yay! We like stuff. All right. Well, everybody get out and see Pauline and her fellow friends, the chicks. I'm calling y'all the Texas chicks right now.
Yeah. Whatever
that works.
I don't care.
No. Just get out and see them.
Hold my baby and watch this.
I'm just getting started.